Welcome to Disability, a show about turning your diagnosis into a dominant trait. My name is Sydney, and today I have a very, very special guest with me. He's a longtime friend, somebody I've known for, I would say, close to 2 decades, if not more. This is somebody who we fight the same struggle. For anybody who knows what I deal with and what I've been dealing with my entire life, he also has been dealing with his entire life. And we lean on each other. I consider him a true friend and a real good brother of mine. So everybody, this is D-Light.
Yo, what's good, my brother?
What's going on, bro? Thank you for coming out today, man.
No problem, no problem.
So, you know, we go way back, man. You know, like a silk white beater and a wave cap. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to talk too much. I want you to tell your story. So you tell the people out there, what is your disability? What is your medical condition? And what is your understanding of it?
All right, so my name's Joshua. I got sickle cell, and there's 2 types. You got SS and SC, so I got SC. And that's basically it right there. And you're born with sickle cell. You know, people ask like, hey, when did you get it? No, you're born with sickle cell from birth.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So that's one. So yes, I was born with sickle cell, and I do not have the trait. People who know about a trait, SC and SS. I have SC.
Okay. So let's break that down for the people who first time watching, first time hearing about sickle cell. So you spoke on the different types.
Mm-hmm.
You have the sickle cell trait.
Mm-hmm.
You have 2 types. Actually, I believe there's multiple types, but the 2 main types is SC and SS.
Mm-hmm.
And some people have thalassemia, I believe, too, right? And you have SS, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and they say in the medical field that is the most, I want to use a better word for worse, but for lack of better words, the worst type, the most severe type.
We have a lot of complications. A lot can happen to us, basically, long-term wise.
Okay.
You know how they say.
Right. Do you have any siblings with the condition?
Yes. My brother, son, my nephew.
Your nephew.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but you're older than your nephew.
Yes, I'm older than my nephew.
Okay. So growing up with sickle cell, how was your childhood? How was life for you growing up, trying to be a normal kid and navigating with this medical condition?
I like how you say normal kid. So me, basically, I don't like me growing up. I really didn't exclude myself from everybody else. You get what I'm saying? So I thought of myself as normal.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So growing up with sickle cell, I didn't like, you know how in school per se, we get extra treatment or like, cause I sickle cell, so everybody know like, hey, why Joshua could do this or why Joshua could do that? And then you start to see like, and people used to start to ask, what's sickle cell, you know?
Right.
In school, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't really like telling people because when you young, you don't really understand. They thought it was like, ew, like
contagious,
per se HIV or AIDS, but they don't understand it. So they don't know that it's not blood. You can't transmit, no, you're born with sickle cell. So it was hard growing up with it, you know? But with me per se, I didn't really like to tell people. So it was always kept to myself unless you was around me and I was sick.
Right.
You would know the purpose on why I got the treatment I got or, you know, per se excluded from a certain thing. You get what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So growing up with sickle cell, it actually, with my family, besides people, but my family, tough love. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I wasn't baby. So I'm thankful for that.
Right.
Because it made me stronger. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you good.
So basically you're saying you knew you had a medical condition, but you didn't subscribe. It was like, you know, this is I'm doing me. I'm gonna do me, you know what I'm saying? And I know what I got, but I'm gonna do me. You know what I'm saying? And people who are close to me, they know what's up. But besides that, don't be You know what I'm saying? Treat me like everybody it is. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of people like me. I also grew up with that mindset too. You know, I don't want to be treated like a other. I want to be able to do what everybody else is doing. You know, and it wasn't until much older I kind of was like, let me slow down a little bit. But we'll get to that. But so sickle cell, right? It's a very painful disease. So I want you to kind of walk me through what was your first encounter with a sickle cell episode. I mean, maybe you were too young to remember that, but talk to me about your first time.
Me remembering the times of going in the hospital. Yeah, I would say everybody remembers mostly pre-K and kindergarten. So I can remember from kindergarten
up. Okay, yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So when I was young, my crisis started with like the typical leg and arm. Okay. So when I was young, I used to just get pain in my leg or my arm and be like, Mom, what the fuck going on? Like, right. You get what I'm saying? Like, she already know. Got to take me to the hospital. Because, at first I couldn't understand, like, why I'm always in pain. I'm the baby of the family. So I used to be like, why nobody else, you get what I'm saying? Like, me and my sister, same mother and father, but it skipped her, and I got it. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, my so when I was young, I mean, like, my sister ain't got it, but it's something I had to deal with. You get what I'm saying? So, and I'm not gonna sit here and say it made me different in any kind of way. Like I said, I like to be considered normal. Right. But it's a very painful thing to experience and go through.
So as a kid, when that painful thing is when it's happening to you, right? What's going through your mind at the time?
So basically, as a kid, like any other kid, why me? That's the question. Yeah. And then that's why I have my doubts. Oh, God, I believe in God. Oh, why me? Right. Out of all the people you could give this to, or all the evil people, why I gotta suffer? Right. But
did you grow up in a religious family?
No. No. Well, my mom's but like I said, I have my own beliefs per se. Right.
So as you got older and you like, all right, I got this crisis, but it's happening to me. Why me? Like this sucks. I'm in pain, right? At what point in your life did you actually begin to meet? Because me and you, like I said, we met very young. So when did you start meeting other people where you can finally find a community to say, hey, it's somebody else like me out here? Because for a long time, it's just been me dealing with this.
Now this is about to go down the memory lane with you because so basically I was in the clinic. I was in Columbia Presbyterian, the hospital that you in now, and Miss Claire, she bring it to my mother like, hey, there's a camp called Hole in the Wall Gang Camp. Right. And
shout out Hole in the Wall.
Yes, shout out to Hole in the Wall. This is why I'm here today with my bro said, you feel me? My brother from another mother. Facts. So basically, we got a camp. And then it was 2 hospitals. I forgot, St. Luke, right?
St. Luke's, yep.
Columbia Presbyterian, and I think another hospital, and we all
Roosevelt, maybe it might have been Roosevelt. Maybe.
Yeah, and what hospital we used to meet up at with the bus?
St. Luke's.
Yeah, so we used to meet at St. Luke's, and then I guess since we from New York, we just the cool kids always link like
right.
Me and Sid, we was the cool kids. You feel me? Back there, we had the long hair, don't care before the drag.
right.
You feel me? So. It was different. I don't even know how we started clicking. It's just we clicked. Like we knew like, yo, we take the bus back and forth. We coming from New York, so we might as well stay close. That's how I guess it just happened,
Right. So camp was a great time. Hole in the Wall. It was I believe Hole in the Wall is still in operation, right?
Nah, it is.
It's still in operation, yeah. So Hole in the Wall Gang Camp, for people who never heard of it, it's a camp, and it specializes. It usually has a lot of kids who deal with different blood condition diseases. I believe like every week it was like a different group of diseases or medical conditions where the kids would go, and they had all kind of stuff, man. Pools and horseback riding and basketball and you name it. Like it was like what did that do for you as a kid? Like I remember I used to look forward to camp so much. I used to get myself sick because I'd be so excited that the first night, like my body would just go crazy, and now I'm sick because because I'm just so excited to see my friends and be with people who understand me. Did you have that feeling?
Right there. So basically, it was a place where you get to meet people who can understand you.
Right.
So it was always 1 week out of the summer, and I kid you not, I remember the first time I got summer school and couldn't go, I was livid, bro. After that, I never felt another test, no nothing. Straight A student.
Yeah, that was
just
it.
for
Straight
holding
A's.
the wall.
Right.
For real. Just for holding the wall because, once again, you with people who understand you. So
Right.
it was like the best experience. Like, you get pampered for a week. You get pampered for a week. We all on the bus crying when we gotta go home. You remember that?
Yeah. People used to be in tears when it's time
Nobody
to leave,
wanna
man.
go back to the project. We try to stay in Connecticut where the trees is at.
Oh man. Yeah, no, for real. No, cause I mean, as a kid, besides family vacations, that was the only time I got away.
We all did.
Right? I think for a lot of us, that was the only time we was able to really get our minds off of the same.
Actually, holding the wall gang camp is my first girlfriend.
Oh, shout out.
And I ain't gonna lie, that's a little deep for me, but rest in peace, Fatima.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's just,
Yeah, rest in peace, Fatima. Fatima, she was a great friend of ours. I mean, like, heart of gold. Like, she was. It's not even too many words. She was just that much of a
person.
she was an amazing person. And I still stay in contact with her brother Mo and Zay. And I think I want to have Mo on the show too because he also deals with this too.
Actually experienced it with his sister.
Yeah, absolutely. So rest in peace, Fatima.
Yes.
So, as you now, let's kind of move along a little bit. You in high school now. I would say in your 20s, you're on your own now, right? So now it's no more kids, it's no more none of that. How did you navigate? Because a lot of people they have a lot of trouble leaving. Because like you said, you used the good word pampered, right? We were pampered for a week, right? And I kind of feel like when you're in pediatric care in the hospital, they kind of pamper you too, right? The nurses know you got great relationships, and then you move into the adult unit, and it's like you just a number, right? So how did you navigate that time of your life from pediatric care, having a community, having a structure around you to just now you're on your own as an adult, you got to kind of figure it out.
So now, when you get to that, basically when is it? 18, 21, when your mom's is not in control of your pain meds
right.
in the hospital. So that line you talking about when I was able to tell a doctor what I want or what works for me without my mom's consent.
Right.
That's when I started to learn more about my sickle cell.
Okay.
So now I don't have my mother sitting in the hospital with me. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So now I need to know about myself and what I'm going through.
Right.
So that's when I took the time to just educate myself on the sickle cell and learn the remedies and the things that work best for me to keep me how I am now.
Okay, so let's dissect that. Let's talk about that. The things that work for you, because what a lot of doctors, I believe, don't understand is that this is not a one-shoe-fits-all disease. Everybody
is
different.
And I like how you say that because I get what you mean. Going into these hospitals, they just think we a junkie or something like that.
Yeah.
We is not that. We are people in chronic pain. And yes, we take opioids and stuff like that they think make you addicted. Or,
okay, wait, hold on. Before you go down that road, because I want you to expand on that. When you go to the hospital, we didn't get a chance. What are the remedies? What's the normal standard procedure for you when you go into the hospital and you go into the emergency room? Talk to me about the process, getting admitted, the pain medicine that they give you. Tell the people what does that look like? What's a normal admission for you?
All right, so
and the medicines that they give you and everything.
So basically, it depends on the hospital you go to that has sickle cell awareness.
Okay.
Because if you don't go to a hospital that don't know anything about sickle cell, you're just sitting there.
Okay.
Now you're in pain. You're in the hospital.
Right.
You're waiting. So say like you go to a hospital you're not from. Back then, it was like you had to wait till they do blood work. Then it come back. Just to make sure you have sickle cell so they could give you the pain meds that you need. But then it's just like everything comes with sickle cell awareness. So it was very difficult back in the days. I don't want to talk about now because it's a little better now for me, I would say, per se. But back then, we used to have to probably sit in the emergency room for a day or two. So imagine being in a hospital, but you admitted in the emergency room. It's crazy, bro.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So it goes a long way. You get what I'm saying? One day they want to be quick with sickle cell, then the next day they might not want to be. So it depends on the hospital and the awareness they have on the sickle cell patients.
Okay, when they do talk to me. You gave me like a negative time. Give me a positive time. What are they giving you? How are they treating you? What kind of medicine are you getting? Talk to me about like a good admission.
The ones that do work with you, they place your IV, give you your little fluids or whatever.
Okay.
And then if whatever head doctor,
right,
because they have to write if the head doctor is moving right and he knows about sickle cell patients, he will treat you soon. Okay. So do you want me to name the medicines we take? Like,
if you feel comfortable,
you get what I'm saying?
So
sickle cell, what they treat us with, it's either when we was young, morphine. Then once you get a little older, you could be able to take Dialudid and Toradol.
Yeah.
And those are the 3 pain meds that I know of. That's what I take.
Right.
And that's how we start. So, they give you your pain. And then once you get your medicine, they see how that go. And then the breakdown. Dialudid every 3 hours. Toradol every 7 hours.
Right.
And morphine, I forgot. Morphine you could get a little quicker, but we grown men now, so that don't work. But,
right.
Feel me? Yeah. So that's about it.
Okay, yeah. Because your body, it definitely will become tolerant to certain medications as you get older. So so now let's expand on the whole junkie thing, right? So because we take these pain medicines, there's a lot of doctors out there who just look at us like we're not in pain, we're lying about our pain, and we just want to come in and get medication. Have you ever had that experience?
Still into this day, they do not know what's the problem. So they always going to think we come in to get hot because remember, they try to go the route of if your white blood cells too high, they'll know if you're in a crisis. You can't base off stuff with the crisis in the blood because you know why? What they say, due to sickle cell, now we got necrosis and mild arthritis. Now we got stuff farther than sickle cell now. So how you think we faking shit when you can't find a crisis? Our bones is fucked up. But y'all wouldn't know that because you don't have sickle cell. And I used to always tell people that used to give me a little mad, you wouldn't last a day in my shoes. I used to be just saying that like, just hop in my body, be ready to hop the fuck out. Real talk. And I'm sorry to curse, but yeah, just like that.
Right, right.
So that's why they think we junkies because they don't know what's the real problem. Chronic pain.
Right. You hit the nail on the head. So because the doctors aren't as, I hate to not call them educated, right? Because they went to school, whatever. I just feel like they're not empathetic enough to our situation. I feel like you said, you did a perfect example. Oh, your white count is this, and they're so by the book that I think they take the human element out of it, and I think we suffer because of that. Would you agree?
Yes.
To that?
Of course.
Okay. So you talked about necrosis and your crisis. So now let's get to you later on in life. So now, how are you navigating life? And you know that you have necrosis. You know you have the crisis. Are there certain I know you said as a kid it was more about just being normal, but now as a grown man, do you kind of navigate life a little differently so you could stay healthy? Like how would you give advice to somebody out there who's dealing with that?
I'm basically 33.
Okay.
Sit. We know what put us in crisis and don't by now.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So as a grown man saying like growing up, you should know how much activity you can do with having sickle cell. It's like, I know if I do this, I'm having a crisis.
Right,
right.
Right.
It's like, I don't know if you ever took a gamble, but You know, I took gambles sometimes. I'm not no beat up sickle. No, I like to be normal.
Yeah.
So once again, I'm being normal until sickle cell go. Forgot you had sickle cell.
Right.
You go. I'm in the hospital.
Right.
Singing before. Why?
Right.
Why me? Feel me?
So what personally, what are some triggers for you? Because for me, it's cold water. Like the pool, if the pool is super cold, I know, man, I could dip my toe in, you know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie, every time we went to camp, Sid go to the pool, this nigga is in the infirmary.
Like clockwork. Like clockwork, bro. Like clockwork.
You don't even last, and you always go to the pool. It's just crazy, bro. I never remember that. You could not handle the pool, bro.
At all. It'd be the first day. Like I told y'all, and I love the pool. I get in that joint, get out.
Now, you
done.
see how you say that? I'm the same way. I can't be in the pool for just air infections. You know me. So I forgot to tell y'all, I suffer from hair loss. As you see, I keep going like this is because I'm getting feedback from the hearing aids, which I'm getting smothered by the headphones. But like I was saying, I have loss of hearing because SC, you get loss of hearing, and I have vision loss. So now that I'm in my 30s, I didn't get to it, but I suffer from eye floaters. So basically, because you know how our blood is thick,
Right.
eye floaters is the black squiggly lines you would get if you sneeze. You know, you ever sneezed before?
Yeah.
You get like a quick line, but then it go away.
Right.
Mine stay there. So now
Oh, wow.
I'm getting eye injections every month in my right eye.
Oh,
so
man.
for the people who know, I don't tell my business to, but
Right.
that's what I'm going through.
Right.
So
right.
I have hearing loss, vision loss, mouth arthritis, and necrosis.
Right.
And sickle cell.
Right. But look at you. You look healthy as a horse.
Oh, yeah.
You look healthy as an ox, bro.
I ain't gonna lie. Once again, we beat the statistics. Back then, they told my mother in her face I wasn't gonna make it past 21. I don't know if they told your mother that, but they used to tell a lot of sickle cell patients.
Yeah, we've heard it.
Mothers that their kids won't make it to 21.
Yeah. No, that was a.
So we being
that was real.
right now.
Yeah, that was real. Sickle cell is. I'm thankful that we were born in a country, you know, as much as, even though we go through a lot dealing with these doctors who you know, we got all these stigmas on us, and, you know, even though we have to deal with all that crap, there's kids in Africa, they're not making it to see 2-3 years old because they just don't have the hospitals, they don't have the infrastructure there, they don't have the equipment. And I want to shout out a doctor of mine, Dr. Gloria Nemo. She actually, I hope I didn't butcher your last name, doctor, but she goes to Africa to build hospitals, literally build hospitals so that kids can have a place to heal and get better.
That's good. That's dope.
You know, so shout out to her, man, because that kind of stuff is necessary.
So I get what you're saying.
For our condition.
We're not in a third world country or something like that. I get it.
Yeah, because it's
we should be.
Because imagine dealing with everything you just told me and not having the resources, right? Not knowing that you have an eye floater because they can't.
Sickle cell, you gonna be like, the fuck is going on?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They just asked out.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So
and that comes to it too. So how do you? So they haven't found out how long a crisis can last. That's the next problem.
Okay.
We go to the hospital once again. They look at us as junkies because now we on these opioids, but now we have no time limit on the crisis. It could be 1 day, 2 days. Remember, sometimes we have to leave the hospital because we don't want the IV meds anymore. We like, fuck it, we're gonna go home and take our little pills, our medicine, and see if that hold us down, POP. But if it don't, back in the hospital.
Right.
That's just our life. It's either we stay in there. Who wants to be on fluids all day that make you heavy, everything? So sometimes you got to pull a plug. I'm going home, fuck it. And you just go home, be in pain.
And just deal
Think
with
about it like, damn, why the fuck I leave the hospital?
Do you
go back.
Do you believe in, because I know you, but I want you to answer it yourself. Do you believe in like alternative medication, marijuana, mushrooms, whatever people use to?
That's why I can't quit marijuana now, so.
Okay, does that actually help with your sickle cell?
It keeps me calm. I think without marijuana, I won't be calm. So
okay, so it helps in the overall picture of it.
It's just
okay. So what other medical because of sickle cell, right? We get all these extra things like necrosis, right? So me and you, we talked in private. But I want you to disclose because if you know what I'm saying, I want you to if we could talk about it.
Serious part of my life.
Yeah.
So basically, all right. So 15, young.
Mm-hmm.
Went to sleep. Woke up. Erection. So it's called a priapism. If anybody want to Google it, it's a priapism.
Mm-hmm.
When your private part is up more than hours when it's not supposed to be. Like, they'll ask you if you took Viagra or some sex medication.
Hours?
Yeah, hours. Nigga, one time my shit was up for hours, bro. You get what I'm saying?
Wow.
So,
go ahead.
So, because the sickle cell, once again, I got to let them know because we got to break it down. Sickle cell, our blood get thick.
Mm-hmm.
So, in the private area, we have an in and out. It goes in, but the blood ain't coming out.
Mm.
So that's basically a priapism. The blood is stuck there. And the first procedure they do, drainage. They got to poke your shit, drain out the blood, and then exchange transfusion after that. So I experienced my first one at 15.
15. And how often did these things happen?
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. It was happening a lot back then when I was young. I don't know why, but that was my fight. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
right.
And it kind of traumatized me. It's like everybody get morning wood. You got to go to the bathroom.
Right.
So it's like I'm scared to go to sleep now because I don't know if I'm waking up and my shit don't go down. Now I'm just assed out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it was traumatizing. You know what I'm saying? It was hard for me to go to sleep because I'm thinking I'm going to wake up, right? But, oh, my God, back in the hospital.
Right.
So it started at 15, and I don't know why.
So I know a normal guy out there. He's like, oh, my thing is hard for 15 hours. I'm going crazy. I'm calling some, you know what I'm saying? I know somebody out there thinking like that.
Nah.
So
Yes, me and my lady tried.
You tried.
So boom. They go, I'm like, yo, my shit thought I'm about to go. She like, yo, what's my ass? I'm like, I hate, but this shit hurt. Like,
right.
You feel me?
Did you think it was going to help? But the first time you tried, did you think it was going to help?
Of course, you think my shit going, go down
like, no, yeah, right. No.
Nah, I put more blood in my shit. Now my shit extra. Now I'm like, I done fucked up fucking with you. So now I just go to the hospital.
Right.
Regular procedures.
Wow.
And that's the procedure. Drainage.
So, all right. So how did they? Where are you at now with the priapisms? Where are you at now?
So basically, after I went to your hospital, I went to Mount Sinai.
Yeah.
They put me on to Adacvio.
Okay.
And so now they have a treatment called Adacvio. Mm-hmm. It's a blood thinner. So basically, it keeps the blood from not being so thick.
Right.
So now I'm taking this once a month. I take treatment every month. It's called Adacvio. So if anybody has sickle cell and you want other solutions, try Adacvio. I promise you. And ever since then, I went to your hospital 3 years ago. I've been great.
Yo.
Great.
Give it up. Give it up for that. Give it up for that.
I ain't got something for that shit no more, for real.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
And honestly speaking, I don't know if you remember Carolyn from Mount Sinai, the lady that, like a social worker.
Name rings a bell.
Yeah, people. She just referred the guy who's going through it, and he's a young African dude. And,
okay.
He actually.
She referred you to talk to. Okay, so you could.
Because he didn't, he didn't know who have that fight.
Right.
And then he just has so many questions because he's young. I'm 30 something. He 21.
Right.
This is just
Right.
And I just told them listen, man, just gotta. Because he wanted to know if Adacvio really works, and I told him just try it. Make sure you get your treatment.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Just like when they told me, they was like, "There's a guy. He was suffering from this. Take Adacvio." And ever since then, I took it. I'm good.
What now, man? I appreciate you saying that you allowed the social worker to give that young man your number so he could call you, because I think it's important for us to this is what this show is about. Mm-hmm. Because you going through that at 15, and I'm pretty sure right away you ain't feel comfortable talk to nobody about that. You know what I'm saying? Same way with
Comfortable at all.
not right. And you know, my older sister has sickle cell. My cousin had sickle cell. He passed away. Rest in peace, Chris.
Rest in peace.
You know, I kind of had people who had sickle cell around me, so I was kind of, but there was still a lot of things I ain't feel comfortable talking about, right? So I'm getting to this question. It's like, tell people why you feel like it's important for us to give back to people who don't have the information. Like, why is that important to you? To say, yo, give this young man my number so he could call me so I can talk to him through this. Like, why is that important for you?
Yeah, so like I said, she asked for permission.
Yeah.
And I said, yes, I allow her because in this world, people are suicidal. So why they killed themselves or why they did this? It's because they had nobody to talk to. I'm telling you, talking to somebody could relieve you of a lot of stress, whatever's on your mind, because like they said, go to a therapist. Why? Because they don't know you and they keep everything private. So you could just sit there and talk about whatever. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
So just him having somebody who's in a familiar fight, it makes him feel more comfortable knowing that he's not alone. So when you're not alone in situations, how do you feel? You feel stronger, right? But when you alone, you feel weak. You be like, you get what I'm saying? You just walk a different path.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So I just feel like everybody come together when we do communication and stuff like that. So just being sickle cell awareness or helping other people who's going what you going through, because like I said, everybody have their own remedies.
Right.
You might do something to help your pain, and I might do something different. You get what I'm saying? So just prior knowledge. That's what I'm gonna say. Like I told you before, everybody has their own way. So it's good to just exchange whatever you're going through with somebody that's close to home with sickle cell disease.
Right.
Because like you said, everybody got their own fight.
Right. You have three kids now?
Yes.
You got three beautiful kids. Do they know daddy has sickle cell? Do they know? Have they
son
seen?
is older. Yes, the kid, the two older ones, they understand now.
Do they have sickle cell?
No, they just have the trait.
Okay. Okay.
So, but they know what it's like a little bit, because my son, he gets sick very quick. When you have the trait, you know, they still deal with ear infections and stuff like that.
Right. How important do you even find it important to make sure they have an understanding of what you deal with? Like, is that something you think about?
So it's very hard to explain to kids because, once again,
the kids,
you look at me, do it look like I have sickle cell?
Yeah, right. That too. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So, you know, in my kids' eyes, daddy's strong, you know, because like I said, I'm always normal, so I don't be weak around my kids.
Right.
So most of the time, they wouldn't see me in pain or see what I'm going through.
Right.
But I do let my son know, like, listen, daddy ain't feeling good.
Right.
I got pain, sickle cell acting up.
Right.
I don't go too deep, but he understands now. You get what I'm saying? He's about to be 14, so. And then my daughter's about 11 now, so she understands as well, too.
What do you say to people who are afraid of having children because they don't want to pass along the disease, or they just don't feel strong enough? They feel they have worries, concerns. What do you say to people like that?
If you take it that way, then you got to ask somebody their blood type. It's all you know, blood type, and you would know who if you know their blood type. You get what I'm saying? So if you know their blood type, but don't be scared, because like I said, I have the full-blown disease and my kids only have the trait. So they're not suffering. Right. So they fine.
And you could take for those who don't know, you could take a simple, I think it's a gene, what kind of, I don't know the name of the blood test, but it's a simple blood test you could take to see if you and your partner have.
Screen type, it's called like blood
screen type, something like,
Yeah, you find out.
Yeah.
And most people today don't know their blood type. So I'm glad to know, because in my life, what I go through, I need to know my blood type. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So, and that's crazy. So out there, learn your blood type. A lot of people don't.
Right.
I'm gonna keep it funky with you.
So where are you now with your sickle cell? You on a scale 1 through 10. I know we hate that question because doctors ask us that all the time. But on a scale 1 through 10, where are you mentally? Like, mentally with sickle cell. Like, where are you? Are you okay? Have you accepted?
Bro, I've been accepted, and I'm a warrior, bro. So
that's why you got the belt, right?
Yes, man. Shout out to the Crody, man. Shout out to the bro.
Yeah.
We champions, you feel me? And
Right.
I just want to let everybody know, don't let nothing stop you, you feel me? Because I'm going through a lot and I'm happy. You see me smiling. Like I said, it's who you are. And I told you, I grew up with tough love. So I'm not this, I hate my life, I'm going to go kill people, then kill myself. No.
Right.
I'm more of I'm going to deal with it and how can I live with it? So most people don't know how to live what they're going through. But you also could change your situation. I could sit here and cry all day, or I could sit here and work out and look the way I look now. So I try to tell people, it's on your commitment. Just learn yourself and learn what you got to do to keep yourself healthy. And that's about it. So I just don't let it faze me anymore. You get what I'm saying? Like, one day I was in the hospital, doctor lady looked at me and was like, I see you've been through it all. And I just laughed at her. I was like, yo, I'm over it. And they know. Some people could read that. So you have those people who could look you in your eye like, nah, he been through some stuff.
Right.
So just look me in my eye. And I'm doing good, you heard?
Yeah. Like that. Give it up for that. Give it up for that. Yeah, no, absolutely. Give it up. Give it up. Last question. So everybody who comes on this platform is gonna answer this question. That is my goal. And the question is, your disability has given you this ability to do or be what?
To be a humanitarian. I care about everybody, and I'm very humble. You get what I'm saying? And I never put myself above somebody. I always say somebody's situation is worse than mine. So that's how I go through every day. Because like I said, one person that I love, and it's my sister, she sat there and told me one day, she said, yo, you really bitching? There's people out there with stage 5 cancer about to die and know when they die. And after that, I woke up. I was like, you know what? You totally right. So I'm 33 with sickle cell, and I'm still fighting. I can't stop because I got people who love me, and that touched me right there. Feel me? So thank you, sis. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, my whole family, friends, everybody, bro. I'm about to get a little emotional. I ain't want to, but I really got people. I just want to thank everybody, whoever's in my life, who appreciated me with my sickle cell. I thank y'all because it's not easy. Like I said, we don't like everybody knowing our business, what we go through and shit. But on some real G shit, I love everybody. Whoever told me, don't give up. And that's it. Don't give up. I promise you, if you don't give up, you could be anything. Oh, God, I'm telling you something from my heart. You feel me? Because I ain't going to lie, I don't know why it's touching, but I really have people who love me, so I would never let y'all down. And I'm going to keep fighting. I ain't going to let sickle cell win, you heard?
My brother.
You already know, sir. I appreciate you, bro.
You already? That's been Disability this episode, man. Josh, yo, I love you, my brother.
I love you too.
I love you for life, man.
Appreciate you, King.
All right, yo, we out of here, man. Thanks. Like, comment, subscribe, man. We love y'all. Appreciate you.